Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to Refugee to Industrial Regent. Last episode, we finished off the first stage and made the initial overtures towards the second stage, including the placement of torches all around this initial base here. It certainly helps, not to have mobs spawning in this vicinity. But in the long term, I need even more. Well, of course, it seems like there's a lot of development that needs to happen over the long term. I have to replace this hovel with a proper house made of wood. That farm is okay where it is, but I also need some designated areas for planting trees. And perhaps most importantly, I need to start some farming and a little bit of ranching as well. Alright, let me go ahead and kill this pig while he's here. I'm actually going to go ahead and start out with the farming. So I should not need the axe, but I will need the pickaxe and the shovel. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and craft myself some more torches. 16 more torches. This will allow me to light up the farm. Now, of course, the obvious thing to do would be to build the farm up here. I do not want it too far from my hovel at this point in time. I don't have the ability to actually travel all that far by night. So I need to be able to secure it fairly easily, and the only way to do that is to build it close to my starting base. The problem is, you see what we have across the river, that steep slope. That's pretty much the standard on both sides of the river. In fact, this area here that I'm at right now is probably the shallowest slope, and it doesn't exactly, bode well for my chances. So, what I'm going to do is build a farm underground. This is going to be a little bit of an interesting exercise, I think. I'm going to start by crafting myself up a bunch of oak wood planks. And actually, I think in order to complete this, I'm going to need even more oak wood than I've got. So what I'm going to do is plant more trees. I think here, 4 is there. 3, 4. Yeah. That's not too bad. So there's a log I managed to miss when I was cutting down trees off camera. And there's probably another one in here, isn't there? Yep. There it is. Some of these logs are not easy to see, especially on these large trees. And it is admittedly going to be a bit before I can actually make full use of them. But what I am going to do is, like I said, start digging out the farm. Now, I'm thinking that my entrance is going to be here. So I want to dig that down. And if I dig that up, we're going to get that filled out to there. So this is flowing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, this isn't going to be 100% usable space, but it's definitely going to be, I'm going to have to truncate a little bit, but it shouldn't be too big a deal, I wouldn't think. Alright. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and build up the first step of the wall here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the corner goes there. And I'm trying to think. I'm probably going to go ahead and dig the corners down to stone. And let me see what I have as far as good blocks to fill them in with that aren't dirt. Let me think here. You know what, I probably will just go with the planks to fill those in up to ground level. And I'll probably go oak wood for the columns. It's not my preferred choice, but it's usable. It's a usable choice. Go ahead and dig that. Actually, this should actually, I think that's okay, being a log like that. Alright, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, 2, 3, 4. See, that's why you don't want to dig straight up. Fortunately for me, that proved to be a non-issue. Alright, I'm going to leave that like so for the time being, because I don't know exactly how tall this is going to end up being. Right, now my next step is to clear out this central area here, and I'm probably going to have to replace my tools a bit. And the idea is I'm going to go as far as one past the end of this, and that's where I'm going to put the wall. There we go. Alright, so there's the wooden wall part 2. And it's going to be a bit of work to dig this out. I'm going to go ahead and check the light level. Alright, go ahead and put, actually, let me think here. Go ahead and put that like so. And a torch there like so for the time being. That way, if I do have to evacuate the area, I'm less likely to get mobs spawning. And it actually looks like I'm not going to get this finished up in today's daylight. But I'm going to go ahead and continue digging. Actually, I need a new shovel. I'm probably going to go ahead and craft 2 each of the shovels and the pick. Actually, should I go 3? Yeah, I'll go 3. It's not a small area to dig up, so I am going to need the tools. There we go. Alright. Now I head back down there. And I'm actually probably going to go ahead and finish this part up off camera. I shall return. Alright. Well, off camera I've managed to excavate enough of an area for the farm and build up the floor and the walls. I've opted for oak wood support columns just to make sure that the roof, and there's going to be quite a bit of dirt on top of this, at least for the time being. So the oak wood columns will hold it up. The torches are there to ensure that this is well lit so that mobs don't spawn. Now it's time to actually get to work on the ceiling slash roof. So let me go ahead and put that there so that I can get up onto the roof. And I'm actually going to go ahead and clean this out just a little bit more. See, so I'm going to go put that there like so. And then what I can do is put a column like so. Now for these two, what I want to do is to actually, well, first off I'm going to go ahead and put those 3 columns linking to that corner. And then again over, oh crud, I probably should have grabbed some more oak wood before starting this, shouldn't I? Oh well. The trees I planted earlier have mostly grown, so I can grab some logs here. I suspect I'm going to need both logs and planks to complete this project. And I'm okay with that. Let me grab probably a couple trees worth of logs, I would say, for the moment. Let's see, that puts me at 9 logs. But I don't think 9 will do it. See, there's nothing out that way. Oh yeah, I've got the F7, don't I? Yeah, go ahead and get rid of the light level overlay. Cut down one more tree. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Now, over here, I want to go ahead and get the column, or not the column, the support beam set up. You can actually see it there that I just put the log on top of. Now I'm going to finish half the job of hiding it to build this support beam. And then this support beam back here is going to be the other half of the concealment, so that the back corner support beams will be completely invisible. You may question why I built those support beams when they were never going to be seen. The answer is, well, the challenge really calls for it. You know, since I am building underground, too short on that beam, and I also need one more beam running down the middle. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks, 8, and 9. And it is nightfall, so it's probably a good time to sleep. And this is exactly what the lighting was designed to do. Let me actually sleep. Alright, so I need 9 more logs to complete the support beams. And something tells me I do not have enough planks to finish off the ceiling. That's obviously not a good thing. Let me go ahead and get this sorted out. And then I remember I still have a front wall to do, don't I? Oh well. Alright, let's see. In this general area, I should have some saplings falling onto the ground. Not as many as I would have hoped, but I'll take them. I might have picked up a few initially, so it's probably less of a hassle than I would have expected. But anyway, let's go ahead and grab our logs. That's 1. Let me get out of the water channel. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Had to fall into the channel again. Why do I keep falling into that freaking channel? 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and turn that into planks. I will need the planks for the ceiling. I'm going to go ahead and dig up the dirt that's in the way of where the ceiling is going to go and start actually laying down the ceiling. And I'm only going to go too high here. There we go. There's a ceiling on one side. And I don't have enough to complete the ceiling on this side. In fact, I'm about 3 logs short of being able to complete this side ceiling. Yeah, I need 9 more to complete the ceiling on that side. I will go ahead and dig this up a little bit, just for the sake of aesthetics. See, I need 9 for the ceiling, and now that I think about it, I'm going to want 2 for that wall. And I've got an idea for the rest of the front wall. First, let me see here. Let me check something, actually. Can I use acacia wood for this? Let's see. Acacia wood becomes regular sticks. Aha! And that does become regular fences. That's good. And I'm going to go ahead and craft myself another 8. Let's see here. Go ahead and craft myself the fences. That's good. Go ahead and put up the cobblestone. Leave the dirt out, but put the rest up. Do I have food in here? Yes, I do. I'll go ahead and grab a couple of raw pork chops. It is going to be a bit of a priority to get that farm up and running. And thankfully, I'm not that far away from being able to do it. But let me go ahead and cut down this tree first. I might as well grab all of the logs out of here. Now, let me think. 1, 2, 3. Now that is enough wooden planks to finish this. The idea is I'm going to put those 2 planks there. Finish off the ceiling up here with the wooden planks. I'm going to go ahead and dig that block out. And then I'm going to go ahead and lay down my fences. The fences are effective for blocking mob access, and then that wall there ensures that while the water stream is still accessible to the water, mobs can't enter that way. Of course, the astute among you can see the obvious problem with what I've just done. Namely, the fact that I have just blocked off this farm completely and have no access to it whatsoever. So, I'm going to go ahead and fix that. I'm going to go ahead and start by digging this up here. Go ahead and dig that dirt out as well. And then I'm just going to start digging a simple staircase up. There we go. And that's my simple staircase up, and it comes in a not entirely bad place. I do need another wooden door. So go ahead and craft it. Simple wooden door. Now I can make my way down here, put the door here, and voila! I once again have access to my farm, and I can safely block that off. The catch, of course, is that I only actually have access to one side of the farm at this point. But, you know, I would say it's easy enough to remedy, but I've got a slightly more complicated remedy in mind. And as it turns out, the farm is of exactly the right size for this. Let me go ahead and convert both of those into planks. I'm going to turn 3 of the planks into oak wood slabs. And actually, what I should probably do is go ahead and turn the rest of them into stairs so that I'm not jumping so much on the way to the farm. Well, criminally. Hold on a minute. Okay. Yeah. Alright, well, if you'll excuse me, I need to grab a couple more logs. These 2 are good. Go back in here, into my hut. Turn them into planks. Craft myself another quartet of stairs. And that's going to allow me to replace this slab at the bottom with the step, which is what I need. Now I can open this up. Go 1, 2... Oh, wait a minute. I just realized this isn't going to work. Actually, you know, it may not be... Okay, that was stupid. But at least it's easy enough to undo. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Et voila! That channel is covered so that the farmer cannot inadvertently fall into the water. Unfortunately, let me check. I need to go 1, 2, 3, so 4. So if I go 4 blocks this way, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And go ahead and get this sorted out as well. Place the torch there. And then 1 and 2. Alright. And now I'm going to need to go ahead and grab myself minimum 3 more planks out of this tree. But something tells me that's not going to be a major issue. Of course, cutting down the rest of this tree could be slightly tricky in light of everything I've done to it so far. But hey, I'm not going to fret too much about that. Alright. Let's see. Go ahead and craft myself a wooden door. And at this point, I think I am done with all of the wood type materials, except that I am going to want the hoe. Go ahead and put up the fences. Wait, why am I short a fence? Fence must have gone somewhere I didn't expect. And I do want to pick it up. Wood is... I mean, it is my most prevalent resource at this stage of the game, but it's not an infinite resource. And I can't seem to find the fence. See, if it had gone down that water channel, it would have ended up there. So, it didn't go down that water channel. Interesting. Unless I inadvertently put a fence down somewhere I didn't necessarily intend to. But I don't think I would have done that. Anyway, I want to also go ahead and grab my seeds. I'm just going to grab the wheat seeds at this point, I think. Do I have? I do have barley seeds, which might be of help. But let me check something real quick. Can I use... Let's see, that's barley from Natura. So I can use it to make bread. Okay, nice. So it would probably not be a bad idea to take the barley down as well. I went the wrong way. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and go into here and start tilling the land. Now that water flow will keep the entire area irrigated, and the doors should prevent mob trampling. So I'm going to go ahead and put down the wheat seeds on this side, make my way through the doors over to the other side, finish tilling the rest of the land, and then go ahead and lay down the barley on this side. And with that, A, it is nightfall, and B, I actually think I'm at a pretty good wrapping up point for this episode. So I will see you next time, everybody.